threat, you been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. Uda. All my ops turn rap. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. Uda. All my ops turn rap. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat, you been stuck in a computer. Show me.
Listen, y'all, we are back with another one. Welcome to On Go. Listen, sound effects for this. Tsu Surf live paperwork read. Did Tsu Surf snitch on the Rollin 60's? IG post resurfaces that's saying that Tsu Surf snitched on himself, y'all.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
Nasty work. All right. We also understand that, listen, he took a plea agreement, right? So, you know, Tsu Surf is one of my favorite battle rappers, probably one of them, if not the top three, you know, Lux and all them, right? But did he snitch, right? But he did take a plea agreement. And in this plea agreement, he did say that he was doing things on behalf of the gang. Now, the specific case that he ended up getting locked for was some weapons possessions, all right? The weapons possession that he got arrested for, some people could say, what did the gang have to do with that? What did the gang have to do with that? You know what I'm saying? A female that was with him, whether it was his girlfriend or not, ended up taking a strap charge, they say. But then, so basically he got away with the strap charge. But then he went on IG and talking about, yo, they got my straps and my 9 and all of this other thing. So this is how they ended up tying him back to this specific thing. Again, to the young people, watch what you're saying online. Watch what you're saying on social media. Stop thinking that you're in a DM, you're on Telegram or Telegraph or whatever the apps is. Learn that people could break down, okay? There's people that do this encryption, okay? Salute to all my people in the building. All right, we got a lot to get into today. We are going to be getting into this read of this. And what we're going to get into is one is Tsu Surf's plea agreement, right? Shout out to Byron Blake too as well, you know what I mean? But he's been doing a comparison of a lot of these different paperworks. But in this comparison, we see we're going to take Tsu Surf's paperwork as well as one or two of his co-defendants to see what their plea agreements look like. Then we're going to see what the actual motions was and exactly what he did and what he pled guilty to get the lesser sentence, as he ended up getting 5 years. I think he was facing like up to 30 years at the time. And then we could see the other paperwork, which shows what the whole case is all about. All right. So salute to that. Shout out to all of y'all. All right. I want the people to warm up. Y'all drop likes. Y'all hit the polls. Pause. Okay. And we're going to warm up. We're just going to let the chat warm up. Let the chat warm up. Read. I want people dropping likes. Like a minute. YouTube, send out our notifications. Order this update. Plus YouTube and active notifications as well. Give me like a minute.
All my niggas for the roof. Uda block. Bang, bang, man. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rap. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rap. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All of my niggas insane. They tryna catch a mistake. Young niggas putting in pain. It in the game, all for the game. Niggas ain't playing for nothing. Went in school, letting it bang. My little nigga kill my little nigga. Full-time job not to kill niggas. Jump off the porch of the field, nigga. You was in the house, I'm a field nigga. No fuck boys around real niggas. Been a drug dealer since a little nigga, huh? Taking a kilo there.
All right, cool. Let's get into this read. All right, cool. What page we on? All right, let's start it right here. Shout out to everybody in the building. You already know the vibe. Let me see who with us. You already know. Shout out to the first people that was in here. All right, cool. Sony in the building. Lashake, Pop Dude, Zana Pop Dude. Cool. Phil James, my dog, man. Shout out Phil James, man. That's my dog, man. Long time, Phil. Long time. Shout out to you, bro. Gangster. One of my first supporters on internet like that. Real supporter. So shout out to you, Phil. Gangster. All right, plea agreement of Rajon Cox. All right, cool. Dear Mr. Whipple, this letter sets forth the plea agreement between your client, Rajon Cox, and the United States Attorney for the District of New Jersey. This offer will expire on April 7, 2023. If it is not accepted in written by that date, if Cox does not accept this plea agreement, his sentence and exposure could increase beyond what is discussed in his plea agreement as a result of this office's investigation. So as we break this down, all right, because it's a plea deal, he is saying that he did all of this on behalf of a gang, right? Look, they said Gunna was a rat, right? You probably said Gunna was a rat. Yes or no? Did you not? You probably did. Gunna went up there and said, he acknowledged that YSL was a gang. And Young Thug even said that the other day when he spoke on his interview, like, come on, son, how you talking about? I'm in there saying it ain't nothing. Yo, man, we just making this up, man. It's just music. It's just this and it's that. And he said, based on some of these things, Gunna is a rat. Yes or no? So that's all we got to understand, that because sometimes the goalpost is moved when it comes to snitching, when it comes to ratting. It's moved all the way around. You know, I mean, you got a friend, nah, son, he was snitching on people. He ain't snitching on me. It's a lot of weird stuff going on.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
Leave it be. All right, cool. Okay, so the charges. Conditioned on the understanding specified below, this office will accept a guilty plea from Cox to counts 1 and 3 of the superseding indictment. And they show the number of the case. Count 1, including racketeering acts 1 and 2, charges that beginning at least in or around 2015 and continuing through at least in or around September 22nd, 2022, Cox conspired to violate the Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organizations RICO Act in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1962D. Count 3, charges that on or about July 24th, 2019, 2019, Cox, knowing that he had previously been convicted of a crime punishable by imprisonment for a term exceeding 1 year, did knowingly possess in and affect in interstate commerce a Beretta PX4 Storm Point .40 caliber handgun bearing serial numbers, shows you, loaded with 9 rounds of .40 caliber ammunition and a Taurus Brazil PT 111 Pro 9mm firearm bearing serial numbers, they show you, loaded with 3 rounds of 9mm ammunition in violation of 18 U.S.C. 922G and 2. If Cox enters this guilty plea and is sentenced on these charges and otherwise fully complies with this agreement, this office will not initiate any further criminal charges against Cox for conspiring to violate and violating the Racketeering Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1962 during the time period of in or around 2015 through on or about September 22, 2022, or unlawfully possessing firearms and ammunition on or about July 24, 2019. But if a guilty plea in this manner is not entered, okay, so we understand what they're saying. So we just got through some of the specifics of what this is. Let me just get through some of this fluff if we need more. Okay, count 3 of the superseding carries a statutory prison sentence of 10 years. Okay, count 1 carries a statutory of 20. So he was facing 30. Okay, between this and that is 30, period, point blank, period. Okay, he ended up getting 5. So we understand what this plea has done for him. Okay, the prison sentences on count 1 and 3 may run consecutively to each other and to any prison sentence Cox is serving or is ordered to serve. They didn't end up doing that to him. The sentence can be imposed upon Cox within the sole discretion of the sentencing judge. Okay, we understand all that. Okay, hold up. Let me just see. Okay, forfeitures. The Beretta, they came and took that. The 9 rounds, the Taurus, because you accepting responsibility for you having the weapons, whatever the case may be. This is not saying like so far we don't see him doing that. You know what I'm saying? We just see what he's accepting responsibility for, what he did. This is what he did. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. He had weapons. All right, cool. Collectively and specific property. Cox acknowledges that the specific property is subject to forfeiture as the firearms and ammunition involved in or used in violation charge in counts 1 and 3 of the superseding indictment. Cox waives the requirements of Rule 32.2 and 43A of the federal rules, the criminal procedure regarding the notice of the forfeiture in charging instrument announcement. Okay, because they're still to the forfeitures. All right, cool. Just making sure, just seeing it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I want to look at what his co-defendant's own says as well. Hold up. Okay, Cox further consents and agrees to forfeit and abandon to federal, state, or local enforcement Cox right, title, and interest in a specific property, waives all, okay, rights to this office regarding the sentence, except as or otherwise provided in this agreement. This office may take any position with respect to the appropriate sentence to be imposed on Cox by the sentencing judge. Okay, we understand all of that because they ended up imposing the sentence that they gave him. What were some of the stipulations? Okay, hold up. If the sentencing court rejects the schedule, nah, don't worry about that because they didn't do all of that. Okay, waiver of appeal. Okay, we know he didn't need all of that. Immigration consequences, he ain't got all of that going on. He from America. Other provisions. Okay, New York, Jersey. Okay, hold up. No provision in this agreement. Let's see what I got all these. All right, cool. But what these other fluff papers is. I received the letter. Okay, cool. It just shows Tsu Surf, so signed it. Everybody signed it. All right, cool. All right, where's his? This is his co-defendants. All right, let's read his co-defendants. This is 1191209. Hold up. 1191209. Let's read his co-defendants on real quick. Hold up. 1191209, right? Hold up. 1191209. All right, this is Warden, Amir Warden, and I think he was with him when he got booked or something like that too as well. So this is why I'm reading him, because there's a few people that's in the indictment itself, but this is a guy that's kind of close to him as well. Not to say they all weren't close; they was all part of another alleged gang, supposedly, right? All right, cool. So let me just make sure that y'all can see it the way y'all can. Boom, yeah, y'all see it good, right? So let me know in the chat. Y'all see it good. Y'all can hear me great. Make sure y'all dropping likes. Y'all hit the poll. Let me know what y'all thinking. You know what I mean? If y'all think he is, y'all think he not. I still want to see for myself still, though. You know what I'm saying? But we hear what we hearing. Because why do you have to say that you're doing anything in further of the gang if you're getting bagged with straps on a separate offense by yourself on some other thing? It's not like you was doing something at the moment for the gang. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you got caught in a lick or you was on a drill. You know what I'm saying? You get caught in the car with your man, I think, and shorty. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But then I have to understand, did everybody take plea agreements? Who wanted to take it to trial? You have to understand those factors. Did nobody take it to trial? Did everybody take agreements? Then that could factor in too. He took one, everybody took one. You know what I'm saying? So you got to, it get techy, it get technical. But all right, cool. Let's just go to this and let's see what we can see. All right, cool. Dear Miss Alvarez, this is Amir Warden, his co-defendant, one of them. This letter set forth the plea agreement between your client, Amir Warden, and the United States Attorney for the District of New Jersey. This office will offer, I'll tell you when it'll expire and exposure. Okay, charges. Okay, conditions on the understanding specified below. This office will accept a guilty plea from Warden on 2 counts of information charging that A, beginning at least in and around 2015 and continuing through at least in or around September 22nd, Warden conspired to violate the Racketeering Influence Corrupt Organizations Act in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1962 D, count 1, and B, on or about September 29, 2022, Warden possessed firearms and ammunition. Okay, was he there the same day that they, this is what I'm saying. So was they on this? This is why we looking at him. Same looking like him and Sue was on the name. Allegedly, homie, allegedly. So let's just see. Hold up. Possess firearms and ammunition as a convicted felon in violation of 18 U.S.C. 922 G1, and which is count 2. If Warden entered the guilty plea, we understand that. Hold up, wait. During the time period in or around 2015, on or about 2022, or unlawfully possessing firearms and ammunition and possession with intent to distribute. See, this is something else. So Surfing had it. With this, distribute. Hold on. Controlled substances on or about September 29th, around the time that they had the straps. Hold up, son. Let me go back to Tsu Surf again to just make sure that he got back with his blick on the 29th. Wait. Let's just make sure that they both was in the V. Hold up. Let me go back up here. Wait. Okay, wait. Hold up. Nah. Tsu Surf's charges come from count 1 is on or about September 22nd. Okay. Count 3, which they scratched off count 2. Count 3 comes from July 24, 2019. Damn, that should come from back. Okay, cool. So we understand He got something else going on. We just got to figure out the dates real quick. All right, cool. So he got, but did we see something about 2022 on his? Look, boom. At the beginning, continuing around. September 22nd, boom. All right, cool. Let's see what else. Okay, cool. Look. Yeah, on 22nd, he possessed firearms. See what I'm saying? They both possessed firearms on the 22nd. See what I mean? That's how we just made the connection right there. Boom. So we ain't got to lie to ourselves. All right, cool. They tell you if you don't have a guilty plea in. Let's just scroll through just in case. I'll let y'all see it as we scroll in. All of statutory maximum. So he's facing the same thing. 20 here. But I think he has something else. He should have another charge because remember he had the distribution. So this is the 20 that Tsu Surf was facing. What's this? What's this for? Warden agrees to plead guilty to carry statute. Pecuniary gain. This must be towards the drug. Loss sustained by the victim. Oh, this towards death and all that. What, towards shooting? This is 15. So he was facing 35. Tsu was facing 30. Same amount of money they had to pay as an assessment. Forfeitures. What did he have to forfeit? Property. What? Such as includes what? What did he forfeit? Establishes. What did he have? Okay, such property includes but not as limited to pursuant. Okay. Oh, look. He had a Glock Model 29 pistol bearing the serial number. Boom. He had his own straps. Tsu had his own shit. He had his own shit. And 10 millimeter ammunition. So he had his own joint. And he had a Glock 30. He had 2 joints. So they both was doubled up. Wait a minute. Looked like 3. Wait, hold on, son. Bearing serial numbers, boom, with 14 rounds and a 45 and a Ruger with 20 rounds of 5.7 whatevers. 3 high capacity drum magazines. Nigga had the buck drum, 30 drum type joints. Approximately 1,300 rounds of assorted ammunition. Niggas just had mad bullets in the joint. Was recovered on September 29th. Where? From inside the unit. Okay, over storage. Okay. Ran up in a storage place where they had the strap stashed. That not too bad, though. At least they have it in the crib. That's kind of a little halfway smart, though. Had the straps in a storage place located on Magnolia Avenue in Elizabeth, New Jersey, which is away from them, too, as well. Because they over there on the other side of New Jersey. They're in Newark. At least Tsu Surf is from Newark. They took the Rolex, a diamond necklace with an RB pendant, a gold necklace. This is recovered from him. So he was his man. He had the same type shit like him. Because remember, Tsu Surf had this RB pendant. Remember? He had one too. I never knew what it stood for. If y'all know, let me know. But this is his man right here. He got the RB thing like Tsu had the RB thing. Because Tsu got this S chain, the surf chain, the Seattle Mariners logo. And then he got that RB chain. I never knew what it stood for. But his man got one too as well, because they took it from him. And they took the rollie from him, the Iked out rollie and all that. Hold up. Warden agrees to waive all the interest forfeit. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure nothing take up. The next thing we're going to is the motion. And we're going to see exactly what the hell happened with him. Even the Instagram post and how he kind of basically snitched on himself. But then we're going to make the claims to see, did he snitch on the people? The neighborhood cousins? You know what I'm saying? You got to figure that out. The other day, they was bringing BigU back into this and saying that he was like the cause of all of this stuff and all that. I remember a few months back. But I think some of those things was thrown out. But I've seen some videos popping back out again. So I don't know. Maybe we could go down that road again. Because, you know, it's all 60s. And it was a big indictment that happened in New Jersey. And it was supposed to be a pipeline from Jersey to LA. You know what I mean? Rights of this office regarding sentencing. Okay, cool. Okay, we already got that. Okay, other provisions. Let's just see. I'm just scrolling just to make sure. All right, cool. We got him. All right, we got him out the way. All right, cool. Let's get to this surf. Let's get to this surf. All right, cool. This is 19194. Hold up. 194. Where that's at? 19194. This. All right, cool. This is the motion. And then the next one is the whole bulk. 51 pages, which we could go through and just kind of scan through it and see what's going on with everybody. But we could most definitely scan through that paperwork and find Rajon Cox, which is Tsu Surf, and find what is alleged against him or see whatever he's saying or whatever he's doing. We can go and find him out of that paperwork. It's 51 pages. We'll scroll it. So this is 11 pages. So let's just see what this is about. Okay. The defendant, Rajon Cox, aka Tsu Surf. Cox or the defendant seeks pretrial release from federal custody, and then he's going to show us the background. Okay. On September 22, 2022, a federal grand jury sitting in the District of New Jersey returned a superseding indictment charging the defendant and 9 other members and associates of the Rollin 60's neighborhood Crips criminal enterprise, the Rollin 60's or the Enterprise. The RICO conspiracy in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1962D, count 1, and the charging the defendant with possession of firearms and ammunition by a convicted felon in violation of 18 U.S.C. 922G1, count 3. DE 43. At his initial appearance, court consented to detention, reserving the right to present a bail package to the court. The defendant now seeks pretrial release to the Secaucus, New Jersey residence of his mother and her wife. Okay, his mom's and her wife. Okay. Under the Bail Reform Act, we understand that. Let's go here. The nature of the circumstances of the offense. Okay. As set forth in the overt acts, count 1 of the superseding indictment, which are merely a sampling of many overt acts committed by Cox and his co-conspirators. During the years-long racketeering conspiracy, Cox is a member and associate of the Rollin 60's, a violent national street gang with a large presence in the District of New Jersey. Members and associates of that gang, including Cox, agreed that the gang would, among other things, commit violent criminal acts, possess and share firearms, and sell drugs in furtherance of the conspiracy. Cox committed overt acts that include a shooting, an unlawful possession of a firearm, and distribution of a controlled substances. Show you the counts. Hold up, let me check on this. Make sure y'all dropping likes in the building. We just trying to figure it out what happened with Tsu Surf, bro. So we trying to do. We trying to see what happened with Tsu, bro. I'm trying to change this from this. Hold up. This shit is retarded. I ain't got time. Hold up. Forget it. I'm just going to read this. All right, cool. So we read this, right? As of one example, on about March 18, 2017, Cox, Tsu Surf, by then a felon and thus prohibited from possessing firearms, together with another member and associate of the enterprise, at a member and associate of a rival gang who at them. Cox eventually pleaded guilty to aggravated assault and on or about January 29, 2018, and was sentenced to 3 years probation. So he pleaded guilty to the aggravated assault of shooting and got probation. So on July 24, 2019, Cox, together with another member and associate of the enterprise, was arrested again for the unlawful possession of 2 loaded firearms this time. This arrest stemmed from the stop of a car driven by Cox's female associate, that's individual number 1, who had, and I heard she took the strap charge, who had committed multiple traffic infractions. That's what they gonna say, whatever.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Yeah. Now we committed mad traffic infractions. Whatever. You know how they try to get you. Law enforcement lawfully recovered a loaded 9mm, so they wasn't wrong, something was in the V, firearm and a loaded .40 caliber firearm as described in count 3 of the superseding indictment from the glove box of the car. Okay. It was in the glove box. I want to know where they were in the car. That's good information. All 3 people were arrested. The charges against Cox were eventually dismissed, and individual 1 took responsibility for the loaded weapons for both of them. Shout out to Shorty. Yo, they don't make them like that no more. On game. Yo, son, shout out to her. And she was probably with the set. But she took both strap charges right there. That's gangster, bro. You know a nigga right now that did everything in his life. He done shot you. He is not doing that right now, bro. Hell no. Son, shout out to Shorty, bro. But when they get grimy, people is not doing that. She took both strap charges, bro. Shout out to that. But then how she take both strap charges and then Tsu Surf come back around the bend to blow his own self up and have that listed as 2 of the weapons. That's why these weapons are listed here as him having some involvement with these weapons, you know. If he was beating it like he was dismissed, they can't really bring that. It was dismissed against him. They're not even supposed to be able to bring this up against him. It was dismissed against him, bro. You see what I'm saying? Think about that. So Tsu Surf jammed himself back up in this, and we're going to go into exactly how he did this. And that's crazy that he did that to himself. All right, cool. So let me see. So she took both firearms. Okay, and she took them. Okay, cool. However, the instant investigation revealed that those loaded firearms were Cox's. Cox admitted that the weapons belonged to him during the conversation. Oh shit. On that time, this individual was fatally shot, bro. That's crazy. That's when they went on the drills? Wait a minute. 2021. No, don't skip it. Hold up. In July 20. No, don't skip it. All right, cool. Somebody was fatally shot there. All right, cool. We're going to get into that. All right, cool. So we understand that during a conversation that took place on Instagram, via Instagram, after he was released from custody, bro, how are we going to be fooled like this, bro? Snippets of that conversation, which were found during a lawful search of records relating to Cox's Instagram accounts, are included below. The author, most likely him. This is the body of it. Wait, Surf, your whole ass out? Yeah, man, my whole his ass out. Slangs. During the Instagram group chat, Cox touted that the skills of his lawyer and explained it as this. Yo, I've never told on a soul my baby can drop dead right now. The man is a fucking shark. That sound like how Surf be talking.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's some
You know how he be battle
bullshit
rapping,
right
bro.
there.
He be, and you know how he be talking when he be talking on them blogs. Nah, bro, that sound like shit. Look, he said, look, he beat my attempt murder back in 2017. Nasty work. Yo, my strap charge for me too. Later in the conversation, he stated this. They got my 40 and my 9. Bruh, point me to the birds, bruh. Point me to the birds, because you know jail is for the birds, bruh. Bruh, they got my 40 and my 9? That's crazy, bro. To do that to yourself is crazy. You can't say, so Surf can't say nobody snitched on him. He basically snitched on his own self. Point blank period. We see it in black and white paper, bro. But we trying to figure like everybody else saying like he snitched on somebody else. But we see for a fact that he snitched on himself. That's a fact, and that's a foul way to go out. The Instagram handles of the individuals with whom Cox communicated have been redacted in the publicly filed document, but made available to the defense and the court. This likely is a reference to Cox's aggravated assault as detailed on page 7 of the pretrial report, and he was originally charged with attempted murder. This is likely the next one. Remember, these are the points of reference that they left up there. I'm just reading the subtitles, the subcontext index. It says, this is a likely reference to Cox's May 6, 2019. Remember, he said he beat my M charge, he beat this, he beat a strap charge, he beat all that for me. May 6, 2019, arrest in New Jersey City, New Jersey, for possession of a handgun that was loaded with 4 hollow point bullets and a large capacity magazine, as detailed on pages 7 and 8 of the pretrial report. And the charges of that were later dismissed as well, right? Boom. So now we got another thing. They don't show us the author, they just show us the date, right? 8/6/2019. And they show us the time, military time. Hold up. And it shows the time, military time. And show us sent. Boom, 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 right? And it said the body. Yo, niggas had. What he said? Oh, he said ninjas had my mans down. Tsu Surf. Yo, it's like losing friends. Then he put body. He said shit like losing friends. These are what they highlighted. Body. Nasty. Thus, Cox was not merely bragging on social media about guns. The defendant Bill's motions, rather during a conversation related to this recent release from custody, Cox admitted that the guns that had been confiscated pursuant to the arrest, a 40 caliber firearm and a 9mm firearm, were his. To be sure, Cox now claims that he has come a long way from his criminal past and has made significant efforts to be a positive influence on his community. But the investigation has demonstrated that Cox remained closely affiliated with the enterprise and involved in criminal activity. For example, Cox was captured on video that appeared to have been made in 2021 driving through. Somebody filmed this video then. So it's not like this video is from surveillance footage. That means someone's filmed this footage What did you post this? Like, hope. Where is this on Instagram too? This is nuts. They said on a video that was captured, so we know that it's probably not. It's probably from someone's phone, probably, right? That appeared to have been made in 2021 of Cox driving through East Orange, New Jersey, threatening a man on the street by displaying a firearm loaded with an extended magazine and yelling in some and substance, "I am going to unalive you when I catch you" on 60 Crip. A still shot of this event is included below. They're gonna show us. Oh, my man's was outside. Yo, Surf, chill. Hammer don't hurt him. Yo, son, look at the nigga Surf. Yo, y'all ain't seen this shit. Oh, my bad, bro. Why y'all ain't tell me? Oh my goodness. Look, check your boy. Yo, boy. I'm glad I just came back to see if y'all could see this or not. This is madness, bro. After I just read what I just read to you and they got the picture of this, bro, because he was bugging. Look, he on social media looking at the camera, bro. That means he was doing it for the gram, bro. He was doing it for the medias. Oh, my God, Surf. Oh, my goodness. Surf was wilding. Surf was wilding, bro. He ran down. They said that Cox was swearing on the enterprise. 60 Crip serves as a clear evidence of his ongoing affiliation with the enterprise as well, because he said on 60 Crip, "I'm going to clip you." Then they showed a weapon. Indeed, Cox tattoo made clear that Cox is fully dedicated to the enterprise. Oh shit, fuck me. And that he's fully and dedicated to the enterprise. Nah, that's nasty. Hold up, bro. Hold up. My man had the straps out. He wild out. So you see the 60 Crip on his back, and it said, "Once you change, you can't change back." And they also show that. They show liked by whoever that's out, whoever the names is liking, you know. They redact all those things out of the paperwork. Significantly, the caption associated with the photo reads, "Once you change, you can't change back." Indeed, an apparent associate responded, "Till I'm cold." That means till I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? You can't change back until you're dead. You know what I'm saying? Stone cold, cold up, Crip. I love y'all, but I'm taking 2 pulls after this. Look, the investigation has revealed that NH is an abbreviation for neighborhood and a common way for members and associates of the enterprise to greet each other. As further evidence of Cox's continued involvement in dangerous criminal activity, in April 2021, Cox was captured in an Instagram group chat discussing the purchase of firearms and sending along photographs of these weapons. Why are these niggas doing everything online, bro? During the conversation, Cox sent the other participant the following photographs, bro. Oh my goodness. Look at this shit where my arrows at, bro. Oh my goodness Christ. This nigga moving like Brick Baby. Yo, Brick Baby, what happened to your paperwork? Brick, we on your neighborhood Crip. Oh, my cousins in the we on Brick Baby. Yo, you heard? Yo, bro. We on this nigga Crip on neighborhood cousins. Cause you can't, yo, bro. If you really want to find all the Brick Baby on paperwork, you got to be the best Where's Waldo player, or you bet to be able to find where in the world is Carmen Sandiego, because you can't find it. This nigga got bagged with all of the shit from 18. Still can't find them straps. Hold up. Let's get back to this work, because this is craziness. Hold up. Hold up, bro. Look at the straps. Adam, this is a pretty one right here, though. This is pretty right here. I ain't gonna hold you. This is nice. See the side view of it right here? Shit is sweet right here. That one is sweet as hell. You don't want to see that. The 900, I get both. Yo, they over here talking the prices. This 1600. This shit was sweet. 1600 for that little sweet thing. Long live Vaughns. Live on. Look, these appear to be screenshots of electronic messages with an individual involved in the sale of firearms, in particular the semi-automatic rifle depicted therein. He then discussed these photographs with his co-defendant Amir Warden. That's why we looked at Amir, aka Killer Warden, who used the Instagram handle Boss Man Stamps. They tax and scat. That means he wants some bread for them scraps. They tax and scat. Them goes fuck then. Body them. What? Body them. I need something with a switch. I think the top one is a switch killer. His name is Killer. So that means Surf told him this one. So I think the top one is a switch killer, because remember, Warden name is Killer. So we know for a fact that's Surf that said that. So Warden probably was telling him, yo, bro, I need something with a switch right now, homie. What you talking about? Up. Both Cox and Wardens are felons who are prohibited from possessing firearms. Troublingly, the two are likely referring to a firearm switch, which can convert a semi-automatic firearm to an automatic weapon. Accordingly, that's why that one was 1,600. You see that one? That's why that one was 1,600. It was modified. The handgun was modified. Feel me? The top one that I said was pretty was 1,600. It was modified. Accordingly, the nature of the circumstances of this offense, as well as the strength of the evidence of Cox's longstanding association with the enterprise, weigh heavily in favor of the continued detention. Now, Cox's history and characteristics also warrant detention. He's 33 years old, convicted of at least 4 crimes. We understand that. Cool. Warden and Cox used social media to discuss the distribution of marijuana. Warden was arrested on September 29th. A lawful search of his residence led to the recovery, among other things, Pyrex containers holding suspected cocaine residue, bags containing suspected cocaine, in close proximity to suspected cocaine littered on a bathroom floor, under circumstances that led investigators to conclude that Warden was flushing the drugs, cutting agents, approximately 35 pounds of suspected marijuana, a letter from co-defendant Jason Franklin, drug paraphernalia, including approximately 4 digital scales and approximately $56,090. A lawful search of one of Warden's cars led to the discovery of an empty compartment or trap suitable for the storage of controlled substances, and a lawful search of another of Warden's cars led to the recovery of boxes of ammunition, and a lawful search of a storage facility that Warren had recently accessed led to the recovery of the 3 loaded guns that was in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Firearms, approximately 3 high-capacity drum magazines, approximately 1,300 rounds of ammunition, and various calibers. And he has had mad bullets, all kinds. You know what I'm saying? And over 17,000 empty glassines suitable for the packaging, the little glass bottles that they used to have from back in the days, suitable for the distribution of narcotics. Fuck, why they keep skipping me back here? Yo, nah, this is classic, bro. This picture, nah, bro. Not my nigga Surf. I got to screenshot this. Not my nigga Surf, son. Screenshot, bro. Yo, check your boy face, though, bro. Surf, love it. Yo, Surf is bugged out, homie. Screenshot, bro. Okay, what y'all say? Screenshot. Hold up. Let's just make sure, because we're going to go to the next page, too. And just make sure we scan through that. Hold up. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we went through this, right? Because we know he got bagged in Detroit. Nope, I never read this. Because we know he got bagged in Detroit. Remember, he was in Detroit rapping out there. Remember, he rapped about this stuff, and he talked about this stuff when he's talking on vlogs and stuff. What are you talking about? I was in Detroit, man. We talking. I had the whole thing on me out there. You know, when Surf started talking his talk. So he talked about this incident. What happened? Okay, cool. I think he was out there battling Big T that time. Remember? Brandishing a defaced handgun and threatening the victim during a robbery with physical harm. So they went into that. 2011 is when because Cox failed to appear in this case, it remains open. Okay, so he never went back to Detroit for the case. So he had the warrant the whole time. So he was on he was moving wacky. He had the warrant the whole time. He was not going back to Detroit for nothing. To hell with you. 2013, charged and convicted in Tuckahoe Village. Bail jumping. Cox ceased using the cellular phone but did not surrender to authorities. All these things hurt you in bail. That's all this is relating to bail, bro. I'm just seeing if there's anything. Bellamy apparently told the reporter that Cox is definitely not on the run. Okay, they was trying to talk for him, some family members speaking for him. Hey, killer, we got you too, Sheik. They can't snatch us all. Hold up. Bellamy recently posted the following to his Instagram stories, which is a posting that is made to Instagram and is only available for a short period of time. This photograph appears to depict Bellamy as well as the warden, who is who's known by the moniker Killer. Okay, that's him, Killer. Okay, good. We can at least put the face on him. Put the face on him. We know he told on himself for a fact, homie. We know he told on himself. Hold up. I need something to drink. I need some damn water. Shout out to me. I ain't even drink no damn water. All right, listen to this song while I get some.
Kill a nigga. Fuck how you feel, nigga. To get some kilos, I'll kill a nigga too. Throw that rock like I'm Montana. Good head, raise my antennas. He 4'9", not San Fran. Beat the box with my bandana. Then I dip set like I'm Santana. I'm in UK like that Montana. She bring me money, you press her. You got a jug of Vanessa. I give a dick that'll change your life. You leave a change on the dresser. Shorty, a wetty, a wetty. That pussy ready, get ready. Don't want to get ahead of myself, but I want the head for the Getty. She said she fuck with the Uda. I tell her open the Chevy. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been thugging a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been thugging a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn cops. All y'all niggas is pussy. Want to see something get shot. Niggas on some bougie shit. My bitches on shooter time. A lot of my niggas is lokes. All of my niggas is slimes. All of my niggas got chops and Dracos. I like to keep me a 9. So all the ops that be spinning the block, y'all better keep that in mind. Chant it up, keep 'em up. Benny Hunter, stick chop. My young boy like Mike Jack. Niggas single go pop. Y'all niggas ain't no shooters. Y'all niggas known to fly. Them niggas say they your homie. Then they go poly with ops. Y'all niggas ain't no shooters. Y'all niggas known to fly. Them niggas say they your homie. Then they go poly with ops. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been thugging a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been thugging a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda.
Done with that. Shout out to the 2 people that just spent. Shout out to y'all, homie. What happened? You trying to see if your man's is, you know what I mean, is grassing it up or what? We trying to figure it out, homie. What happened? Just relax. We reading the work. We ain't judgmental. I just don't be calling people rats. We want to see it in the paperwork. Just because people say shit, I'll be wanting to read it for myself, bro. Straight. I want to see it and read it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. We do that too. You know how many people get caught shit, bro? And after that, after a person call you a rat, son, it's hard to come back from, son. People don't want to be around you no more, bro. Trust me, son. That's why I don't understand how Whack 100 and them do that. They be calling people rats that ain't even rats, bro. And then come back in the next video, just move right past it. They don't even go back and say, you know what I mean? Nah, he wasn't a rat, son. Yo, we was foul for calling him a rat and shit. You know what I'm saying? There was some foul paperwork. Nah, bro, they be hard. Yo, that nigga a rat. I'm telling you. And then when they find out the person's not a rat, they just move on to the next person, call the next person a rat. I'm telling you, bro. But then what happens to the person? What happens to the person? Probably go back to the hood and get clipped based on what somebody just thought they wanted to think. It's nasty work. All right, cool. So shake. Okay, so look. So this photograph appears. I showed y'all the photograph if you're now coming in. Pause. But this is Killer. Killer is one of his mans, is Warden, right? Warden's name is Killer, is his nickname. It shows what the picture is saying. If you just came in as well, hold up. What page is that? 8? I hope it don't bring me all the way back to the top. Hold up, though. We just got to go right here one more time. So for the last record, if you just came in, look, your boy Surf was wilding. He ran down and threatened some guy in what part of New Jersey? I forgot right now. I forgot. Anyway, he then ran down, threatened him on 60 Crips. He gonna do some things on neighborhoods. Then they showed him his affiliation to it and how affiliated he is to it, that he done got this big 60 on his back, and it shows how dedicated he is to it, and it shows that once you change, you can't change back. And then his homeboy writes back, hell yeah, until I'm cold on neighborhood Crip, until I'm dead, ain't no changing. Once you NH, you NH. Basically, that's what they saying. They go through explaining it, right? Boom. Then they go through explaining that. They end up talking about some straps or the sale or the purchase of some weapons. His man Amir Warden, aka Killer, is saying, damn, yo, son, I need something with a switch on it, though, right? We understand that this saying 900, this saying 1,000 on it, right? When it comes to this right here, he's saying that this is 1,600. So this must be modified. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a 1,600 for a small handgun like this, right? So boom. So we understand that to be because he tells him that he wants something with a switch. Surf and him goes through a conversation where he says that I need something with a switch. He tells Surf this. We know that this person is Surf telling him this because he says killer at the end. We would say a switch killer. That's how you might read it if you read it straight. But the guy's name is Killer. So we know that this is Surf telling him. So he told him, son, look, he said, sent, boom. This is the message sent. He said, this is the first one. Them ghosts, fuck them. Body them. Need something with a switch to do this. Surf responds back to him. I think the top one is a switch killer. You know what I'm saying? I think the top one, this one here, is a switch killer, right? That goes back to the messages. All right, cool. So then they went into the characteristics and his history a little bit. Why the fuck they gonna do this again? My bad, y'all. It keep bringing me back. But yeah, I can just do this. You know that I'm so full. Hold up. Can I just do this? Exactly. Full, bro. I'm full when I'm ready. Hold up. All right, cool. The switch. We got all of that. Okay, characteristics. We went through all of the stuff that was retrieved from Amir's house, the Pyrex, the drugs, the Rolly, the this, the that. He had the RB chain, like Tsu Surf had an RB chain. Maybe his chain wasn't as big as Surf. Maybe his is. Who's the leader? Who's the partner? Who knows what's going on with that? But he did have an RB chain. I never knew what it meant, but we know that's what it is. They're going through the history of Tsu Surf being arrested in Detroit when he was rapping. Remember, he talked about it in battle raps and all of that. To other charges and stuff, showing that he's bail jumping, he's not going to be coming in, and all of these things like that. This is where we get into Quad Bellamy posted this Instagram post that states this thing right here, right? This is where we're at, boom, and this is where we're at. Okay, cool. Just a summary to anybody that just came in as we was there. All right. This photograph appears to depict Bellamy as well as Warden, who is known by the moniker Killer, by stating, "Hey, Killer, we got you though. We got you too, Shake. They can't snatch us all." Bellamy demonstrated that he, and thus also Cox, as well as Cox, was well aware of the superseding indictment and the related warrant for Cox's arrest. On or about October 13, 2022, law enforcement, including Deputy U.S. Marshals, determined that Cox was inside of a New Jersey apartment residence. They accessed the building in which the residence was located through the back stairwell. Law enforcement found Cox together with a person who is believed to reside in the resident individual 2. Cox ignored the investigators' order to stop, and instead, he and the individual 2 fled up the stairs to the residence. He attempted to shut the door as the deputy marshal attempted to push it in. The 2 struggled, and then the door shut. After the door was shut, the deputy marshal heard sounds consistent with someone attempted to move items around within the residence and believed that Cox was attempted to barricade the door. Law enforcement called Cox, and he asserted that he would be willing to surrender after he accomplished tasks such as going to the bathroom, washing his face, and calling his mother. Investigators heard him on the phone purportedly speaking with his mother, proposed third-party custodian, instructing her to, in the substance, get his money right and call people on his behalf. Eventually, Cox exited the residence. Cox's behavior, together with his significant criminal history, included his bail jumping and aggravated assault convictions and his possession of loaded firearms as a convicted felon, demonstrates his utter lack of respect for the law. There, Cox poses, okay, this is what he's talking about, him still running from bails. Okay. Approximately, who's this? Elijah? Hold on, wait. Who got clapped? Cox has the means to flee this jurisdiction, and given the weight of the evidence in this case, he has the motive to do so as well. Indeed, in July of 2020, approximately 4 months after the co-defendant Elijah Williams was fatally unalived in a gang rival, as detailed in overt acts Q through DD of counts 1 of the superseding indictment, and then began spending large periods of time outside of the District of New Jersey, Cox reached out to Williams to offer his assistance, including a getaway sent by Tsu Surf. So anybody else that's blocked out is coming from somebody else, but him, they putting his name there. So we know that them other people were sent from somebody else. All right, cool. 2027, July 20, 2020. What's up? Talk to me. Head above water? Question mark. You straight? Question mark. Pocket straight? Question mark. Need a getaway? Question mark. What's up? You HK? Question mark. At least he was checking on a nigga. Shit. Question mark. The person must have sent back. I'm in Florida right now on a little vacay with my fam and shit. But yeah, I'm out the way right now. But yeah, you could send me a little pocket money. But how you been, HK? You straight? Conclusion for the reasons that they don't want to let him go as well. All right, cool. So boom, let me go to this next document so that we could just go through a little crew for this. We could just scan this one right here. We're gonna scan this. We're gonna scan this because this is a 55-page document, which entails everybody that is in the actual indictment itself. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Did y'all see him with the straps though? I ain't show y'all. Nah. For the record, I gotta show y'all as soon as I get off this page. Hold up, son. Chill. I don't think I showed y'all, bro. Chill, homie. On neighborhood cribs, son, I ain't show y'all. On neighborhood cousins, I ain't show y'all, son. On neighborhood, on Pyrus and Crips all getting along, man. Probably get along at the end of the song, bro. Y'all know that Kendrick song. Come on, bro. We could hope. Look. Check your boy out, though. Check your boy face out, though, son. Nah. Classic, son. Classic. Your boy Surf, son. After he done ran down somewhere and then threatened some people with some straps, talking about, I'll unalive you right now, son. On neighborhood cousins, I'm supposed to do it to you right now, homie. Don't do this. On Blue. And everything I believe is true. I'm supposed to do this to your ass right now, nigga. But he's on a video doing it, though. So we know that the video that it comes from is a video that's inside the car. So I'm thinking like maybe it's a video or somebody took a video while he came and popped out because they said he was in the car. No, it's a video of him and his man and with him. Come on, bro. Everybody subscribe to the channels, bro. Everybody subscribe to the channel. Everybody subscribe, man. All right. And if you're on my other channel, make sure you come over and subscribe to On Go. Uda On Go. Make sure you subscribe to Uda On Go. You see it on the bottom of the screen, most likely. OOTAONGO. Make sure everybody is on go. But this is crazy now. What the hell's going on? Hold up. Let's get to this next work. Hold up. I just want to show y'all that. I just really want to show y'all that. Hold up. I just want to show y'all that. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's just get to this one real quick. So which one is the last one? This is his indictment. Boom. Okay. Hold up. Let's zoom it. Come on, bro. Go. Boom. My thing is, what I want to know is what happened with everybody. This went to trial? Don't seem it. Seem like people took pleas or something, bro. Like everybody just got slapped. I got to know what really happened, bro. For real. So I'm still going to go through another breakdown of this case regardless. We just want to see what's going on with Surf. Because, I seen another video even today, the other day, and people are still coming back to this. Even tying back the BigU thing, because that was a thing. Back in times, I did a video on it. I could go back on my channel and see it. I did a video on that at the time. They were saying with BigU, because basically, who said that? Whack 100, right? He said, man, BigU knew he was in investigation the whole time. Man, that man ain't changed his phone in 20 years. In 20 years. The man ain't changed his phone. He's in 40 years. Remember that virus? 40 years. He said he ain't changed his phone in 40 years. And he knew he was in an investigation. And that's why basically BigU got the Crips over there back. That's what Whacking was trying to say, allegedly. That's the blue button I just pressed. It's a blue button I can show y'all right now. And that's for Big Lucifer, a.k.a. Big Yusufa. I'm going to leave that be. That's what they call him in the building. Or they call him Big Yusufa on neighborhood cousins. Listen, straight. You can't call him nothing. No Hannibal, no none of them names he go by. Tiny draws, none of that. You got to call him Big Yusuf. I heard, son. Leave me when I play the sound effect. That's a blue button, homie. Leave me be. RIP Nip. All right, good. So look, all right. So he showed the people that's in it. Amir Warden, remember, I read his in the beginning of this video. I'm going to him because him and Surf got back with the straps. So I wanted to see they both took plea deals as well. Because you're going to say, he took a plea deal, Surf took a plea deal, he a rat. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We got to see, did everybody take plea deals? What did you say in your plea deal? It's a lot. But in cases like conspiracies and RICOs, a lot of things like this, better no one say nothing. Everybody innocent. No one's guilty. This is how we doing it. Right? You would think so. That's how the mafia was doing it, because this was designed for the mafia. It wasn't designed for us. They just broke this shit down and start hitting people in inner city communities with this. But this was for mafia types. And then when the drug era came with all of that, Alpo and all the rest of them dudes from Fat Cat and everybody else, that's when they took that and hit them with that. But still with the RICO came that, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be some code of silence, but we know that. It's hard to have that in these streets, you know? All right, cool. Superseding indictment. Let me see the view. Y'all seeing it? Cool. Y'all seeing it, right? Everybody subscribe to the channel. Everybody get it on go. All right, cool. Hold on. Let me just remove these other two channels. All right, cool. Make sure y'all subscribing to On Go, though. Make sure y'all subscribing to On Go. Who's on this one? If I'm ending it right now, I'm on my other channel. I'm on One Community right now, bro. Gangster. Y'all can come over there and come rock with me on One Community. But yeah, I'll leave y'all right there. All right, cool. All right. Let's see what this one said. All right, count one. Racketeering conspiracy. Okay. Where's his name at? We see everybody's names. Hold on. Let me take a pull. Paru Crips. All getting along, homie. On Vatos Locos, homie. From y'all ain't see American Me, the movie? Y'all never seen Blood? Y'all never seen Blood In, Blood Out? Y'all never seen Vatos Locos? All right, yo. Vatos. Hold up. Where's Sue's name at? Okay, he's here. All right, we got him. Rajon Pause. Rajon Pause. That's his last name, homie. Let's just leave it be his Pause. You know his name is Pause. One battle rapper was chewing him up about it. Pause, too. That's Pause. That's Pause. But we just gonna pause all of that straight. All right, cool. History and the rules of the organization of the Rollin Crips. All right, the enterprise originated in the. Okay, we understand that. We understand that, bruh. That's why Wack said that. Big, you knew this, man. He changed his phone in 30 years, man. In 30 years. That's what Wack said. But Wack never want to talk about why he is so much their paperwork and why he involved with people RICO cases and all that. Wack ain't never gonna tell you that though. Never gonna tell you that shit.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Let's leave that be. Let's leave it be. All right, cool. All right, they're just showing the Crips, the organization. All right, cool. The relevant time, these are the people. This is Tsu Surf. In or around Essex County. Okay, Warden operated in and around Union County. Okay, cool. So they was operating around here. He was operating around here. Okay, that's good to know. All right, hold up. The Rollin 60's members and associates followed certain traditions and protocols of the enterprise, including visible demonstrations of gang affiliation, such as identification with the colors blue and white, which appear in clothing, hats, and bandanas that Rollin 60 members wear, greeting each other with the phrase NH, which is an acronym for the neighborhood or neighborhood crip, referring to each other as Hoodster and Loke. They show the tattoos, the slangs, the gestures, the hierarchical power structure in which the gang members are given designations or ranks signifying their statuses. So they're going to breaking it all down. All right, cool. All right, so they was largely around here getting money. Newark between Sanford Avenue and Stuyvesant Avenue from South Orange Avenue to Tremont, as well as in the Blue Hills region of Newark, located in the vicinity of Clifton Avenue and Victoria Avenue, and on Livingston Street between 18th Avenue and Avon Avenue. The enterprise's primary area for narcotics distribution within Newark was South Orange Avenue and Salem. So this really was, they operated around there, but this was their main locations of getting the money. Within Irvington, what they did around there. Okay. All right, we're just gonna get the surf really. You can see what the case is about though. All right, cool. Murder, where that's at? Okay, purposes of the Rollin Crip enterprise. The purpose of the Rollin included promoted at the head to the enterprise, both in and out of prison, which activities included, but were not limited to drug trafficking, murder, robbery, automobile theft, and other criminal activities. So we understand that they still establish them. Members, yeah, I want to go to Surf. Warden. Okay, Williamsburg, Terry and Cox, Edmonds, Johnson, Rollin 60 members who operated among other places around Smith and South Orange Avenue. All right, they lumped them in together. These were separate because they was probably in separate locations. These people was close to each other. All right, cool. But Warden looked like he caught the charge at the same day that Surf caught the charge, even though he was operating somewhere else. Him and Surf caught the gun charges on the same day, which was 2022, on the 22nd of 2022. Hold up. All right. Tsu Surf is here again. TsuSurf. Boy, name was Run It Up. Boy was getting buddy. Run It Up. Hold up. Okay, we understand they broke the U.S. 1962C code, title code, USC. Multiple offenses, unalivings, robberies, felonious manufacturing, importation, receiving, concealment, buying and selling, drugs, substances controlled. Took a plea deal, bro. He was facing 30. Do you feel he ratted though? Let me go back to the poll. Let me see if niggas thought he ratted or some shit. But yeah, I put a poll over here. I ain't even do a poll on my other shit. Hold up, pause. Pause. Let me go to my other channel real quick. Shout out to everybody on One Community. You already know the vibe. Everybody subscribe to One Community. You already know the vibes. Hold up, let me do the pause. Hold up, pause. All right. Listen, as soon as you see it, just make sure y'all just vote one time, all right? Vote one time. Period. One time over here. We even go making no long, stupid shit. Period. That's it. That's how we gonna do that. One time, bro. You even gotta drag it. Boom. Bang. Dang, dang, dang. That should be on a hundo right now. Hundo on you know what I mean? On the pause, on the AOs. 100 on the AOs, homie. Don't let me say it again. 100 on the AO. Don't let me say it again, homie. 100 on the AO, homie. 100 on the pause, no diddy. All right, cool. And if you have not dropped a like, make sure y'all dropping a like. If y'all want to share, y'all can share this to all y'all platforms. I appreciate that too. But remember, everybody subscribe to On Go. Make sure you are on Go. Usually I'm on Go. My name is Uda. If you don't know, this is my channel, One Community. I haven't been live on this channel in a few years, really. But yeah, we gonna warm the channel back up. So salute to everybody that's a part of the warm-up. All right, cool. Beginning at least as early as in around 2015. Okay. Franklin. Now we ain't looking about Franklin. Who did he call? No, he ain't call Surf. I don't know what Surf did. Okay, wait. On or about March 18th, 2017, in or around Irvington, Cox and another member and associate of the enterprise co-conspirator number 2 shot a firearm at a member and associate of a rival gang known as the Rollin 47 neighborhood Crips. Damn, they got beef with the other Rollins. That shit nasty out there in Jersey. Shit, I was out there in Newark too. Shit. I thought they would be with some next niggas. Shit, I be even Rollins and Rollins. It's nasty work. You know, in LA, they say used to say, I don't know if they still say it. So if you're rolling 60, you could correct me if I'm right or wrong. I don't know. But they say, yo, you ain't a real rolling until you clip a rolling. That's what they used to say. I don't know if they still saying that. So let me know if they still saying that. I know I damn sure heard that from LA, that they said you ain't a real rolling until you rolled on one. Real talk, son. Not even gonna lie. That shit was crazy. On or about April 14th, 2018, Cox, using the Instagram user ID Tsu Surf.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Advised another individual to travel to the vicinity of South Orange Avenue and Smith Street in order to purchase 1 gram of meth or MDMA, a Scheduled 1 controlled substance, on or about, no, this is Bird and Yarrell. Okay, we're gonna leave him and them. You just want to see what Surf is on. You know what day on, what day on. All right, I'll scroll it slow so y'all can read it. And I'll even do this when I'm scrolling. Hold up. Bang, let me maximize it. So when I'm scrolling, y'all can see it too. Feel me? But that's the Cody's. Feel me? I like to get to the work so y'all can see it. Y'all can read it too. Everybody don't got pay, so you know you got to pay for this shit every fucking, like, yearly. You pay for this, I pay for this. Like, it's about us getting the information, though. It's not about, yo, son, I'm paying for pieces, son. I'm trying to get 1 million views, yo. You know what I'm saying? I put my logo on it right now, so when they see my paperwork, they can't even take it. I don't care, bro. You don't see me put no logo on this shit. I don't care, honestly. I just want people to get the information. That's what matters. Because we don't be knowing, and then we just run around believing what somebody's saying to us. Oh, this person a rat. Oh, that. Oh, this person done did this. And we believe in it because a bunch of people saying some shit. And we ain't see it for ourselves yet. And a lot of times we be like that. And you know they say, don't put, if you want to hide some shit, put some shit in a book, nigga. All right, cool. This is a book right here. Nobody want to read this shit. You think books come in book form? Nah, nigga, book come like this too. Same shit. Niggas don't want to read. So we got to just say, yo, hold up. Let's get down to what the hell happened. And let's just see. And any other information that we can get. And then we'll make our assessment. And if we feel like whatever, Surf a rat or whoever the hell a rat, then we can feel that. But at least we did the due diligence and we went through it and we didn't just believe what somebody was just saying. Because this is what it's about. Especially if you're in jail, people want to see your paperwork. They want to read it. Ain't nobody's playing games. They're reading the shit. Dead ass mad niggas that can't read your fool, March 19, fool. And you can't even read. He gonna try to read your shit, bro. You gonna spend 3 days trying to read your work, trying to find if you're a rat. You can't even read. You got a cellmate reading the shit. Hold up. Hold up. You know what we looking for? Williams is acting up. Bird is in there a lot. Franklin and Bird is walking all through here. Wait. Did they mention Tsu Surf? Hold up. Nah. They didn't mention Surf. Hold up, Cox, pause. Every time nigga shit is pause, bro. This nigga name is a pause, bro. Nah, it's nasty work. Hold up. He possessed the Beretta PX4 on July 24th, 2019. That was one of them that they brought back towards him. Remember, in the whole RICO, you get charged by things that you were charged with. Now they use all of these things that you were charged with, right? Even though you think you got away with them, you was charged with these things. They take all of these things and put them in a bulk and say that all of you were doing all of these things in furtherance of this enterprise. This enterprise being a gang. This gang being the Rolling 60s. So all the things that y'all doing is because of the gang. See what I'm saying? So Tsu Surf is here and he pleads guilty to possessing the weapons. After trying not to, whatever the case, he ended up pleading guilty to possessing the weapons, right? He pleads guilty to possessing the weapons. Now, does that mean that he's a snitch, though? But even in the plea, he's acknowledging that he did this in furtherance of the gang. Now, did everybody take plea deals? That's a big thing that we would have to know, right? Did everyone take plea deals, or did someone go to trial and say, you know what, fuck that, I ain't taking no 30. I'm going to trial. Somebody probably took it to trial. We don't know. Now, I don't know. Maybe you know, but I don't know yet. So I still want to do that due diligence too, to know. What I mean, because if everybody's taking plea deals and you sitting around like a fool, what the fuck are you talking about? Everybody's taking plea deal. Take yours. Take your own guilties of what the fuck you did and kick your rocks. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody done did that. But if you one of the only people that's doing that now, and you're not the tops. So who's the tops? Who's at the top of this? Who's at the header of this indictment as well? That's a major thing. Who's at the header of the indictment? Hold up. That was on that page that we were just looking at, right? Which one is this? Nah, on this page right here. You see the names of them. I think Williams or one of them other guys is on the header of the indictment, though. It's not Surf. It's not Surf. So we understand that when we all caught up in a case like this, what we all do affect each other. Because I'm pleading guilty to things that's going to affect you. So that's how Young Thug is mad at Gunna, because remember, he's fighting that he's not in no game. He's saying, I'm not in shit, homie. I don't care what you talking about. I'm a fake blood. Straight. I'm fake blood. Me, Wayne, all these niggas is fake bloods. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. This is what Young Thug's trying to push across to us, right? This is what he's trying to say. He's not a blood. Nah. Look, remember Trevante Stevens? Bug? Remember? What does blood mean to you? Nah, man, I just tattooed this, man. Nah, man, it just mean slug life. Me. Remember they said, what does slime mean? What does slime mean? He's like, slug life. Remember? This was the thing, even though he was up there talking about some shit. But remember, even he was acting like he wasn't blood. Do you remember that Trevante Bug Steven was acting like he was not a blood, though, regardless if he was up on that stand? Feel me? That's the whole point. So when Gunna comes here to complete to his agreement, whether he not pleading to this other stuff because he ain't got no involvement in this other shit. He ain't got no involvement. He don't. Young Thug said it's 300 million pages of paper, bruh. Straight on everything. And he ain't in none of them. You know he was talking this ATL shit. Don't chat me because I'm talking ATL. Feel me? But you remember Thug said that, right? So when he plea out now, talking about, yeah, it's a gang, that's what we fighting. Damn, here we go. Whoop-de-doo, nigga, we done. Basically, you coming in to tie in the one thing, being a part of us, because they allege that you're the number 2 guy. This is why he's also mad at Gunna, because Gunna is listed in the paper as the number 2 guy, even though he's not like that. He's just an artist. He's probably his young bro, whatever the case. He allegedly supposed to be a Crip or some shit, or got ties to Crips. So he on the whole other side of the world with the shit. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, so for him to be labeled as the number 2 guy in the paperwork, and for him to say, nah, man, it's a gang and it need to be disbanded and is wrong. You understand? So this is why he's saying, no, bro, you ratted on me, bro. Besides anything else Gunna probably said, but that's why Gunna say I was tricked. Because Gunna really didn't say nothing. But you said something. And what did you say? Right? And why is him or other people labeling you a snitch? Right? Because you ain't say, yo, son. Because remember, one scenario, this is why Gunna also, he calling Gunna that. Because Gunna, one of Gunna's situations, I think, allegedly, right? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, is they was in a car, him and Gunna, Thug and Gunna was in a car on a highway. I think they was in Miami or some shit. And they got pulled over in the car. And I think it was some weed in the car or some shit. I don't know if a pill was in the car, a pill or two or some more pills. But I know a pill or two or some shit was in the car. I think weed was in the car, but I think Magneto, some straps was in the car. A strap was in the car too as well. So that's one of the things that they was bringing up, that him and Gunna was in a car and a strap was found. See what I'm saying? So Gunna's here admitting all his innocence, all his guilt, which also confirms his guilt. Because you know how they say a person could dry snitch on you too, but this ain't no dry snitch in here. This is the big cases, RICO. Even if it ain't Fed, conspiracy, we could get what's going on here. See what I'm saying? But even if me and you in the car, son, right? Fuck that. Yeah, me and you in the car, bro. Ain't my shit. I don't gotta say it's yours, bro. That's snitching, period. But I'm just saying, some people like, nah, the nigga dry snitched on me. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't really say it's me, but you pointed them towards me. Because if it's none of us, it ain't none of our shit, nigga. This is how it's working. It's not mine and it's not yours. This is how it's supposed to work. See what I'm saying? So just based on just those simple shits right there, not simple when you get in court, but that's why Gunna is labeled a snitch. Okay? So we understand that Tsu Surf is taking a plea deal. He claimed that his actions that he did was in furtherance of the gang. Right? Were they? Probably, possibly. He probably was going to go do something with these straps, most likely, probably, possibly. Who knows? Right? But now even a Byron Blake is saying, why are you even tying that to a gang at all? You got bagged on a whole separate incident with a shorty in the car and nigga in the car. And not only did shorty take the 2 possessions of the strap, shout out to shorty, then you go on Instagram bragging and talking about they took my 40 and my 9 and get them wrapped back up to say, no, these are his weapons. And this is why we believe that he possessed them. And this was his weapons, even though they was found in the glove compartment and shorty was a rider and she took both strap charges, a 9 and a 40. So we know that he told on himself. But that's my question to all of y'all is, how do y'all feel about him telling? I'm still going to do another video. We could break it down more and I could go into more parts of and see what's going on in this case. Because I also want to see what his co-defendants did and did everybody plea or did everybody not plea? I would like to see all of those things. You know what I mean? I would like to see all of those things as well. I ain't even going to hold you. Hold up. Hold up. That's a fact. Everybody make sure y'all are subscribed to Uda On Go. On Go News, that's one of my other channels too as well. But Uda On Go, you already know we at 25, about to get on 26K. Shout out to that. So make sure y'all part of the 25, 26K over there. We're going to do more work here. We're going to do some more work here. So I'm going to be live. I'm going to go live again a little bit later with some more of this so we can go in the breakdown. I like that y'all interested in this. Plus, YouTube was limiting this because this was more like a conscious kind of channel and stuff like that. And it's still limited in some ways. When I go live on it, I mean, like a few people are joining. So it shows that this kind of content is triggering something in here. So I'll try to keep it along these lines for a little bit. So if this is what y'all like, then I'll bring back a little bit more to Tsu Surf. We could probably go through another breakdown, maybe to Byron. We could even go about who Byron is. I hope y'all know who he is. You know what I'm saying? He got jumped by Hollow the Dump. Hitman Holla people back in the days. He was around battle rap and shit. And he was beefing with Hitman Holla around Calico Battle or some shit like that. And he got jumped by like 60 niggas in front of the gas station, bro. Straight. And I think it was a lot of talks, allegedly. I don't know if he was saying he was going to sue or some shit. I don't know. It was a lot, though. But we could get into the Byron Blake, though. That was a lot, too. But shout out to Byron Blake for doing his due diligence on some of these reads. But, yeah, all of y'all get in the comments. All of y'all subscribe to Uda On Go. Y'all subscribe to On Go News. Yeah, and I'm going to be back in a second, bro. Cook up some shit for y'all. You know how we do it, man. We on go. Uda, Uda, Uda. Always on.
All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. Uda, Uda. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. Shooters on the internet. You ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. All my niggas turn shooters. Uda, Uda. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. Uda, Uda. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas turn shooters. Shooters on the internet. You ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All my niggas from the Uda. All my niggas turn shooters. Uda, Uda. All my ops turn rap. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the Uda. Welcome to the Uda. All of my niggas insane. They tryna catch a mistake. Young niggas putting in pain. It in the game, all for the game. Niggas ain't playing for nothing. Went in school, laying it bang. My little nigga kill my little nigga. Full-time job not to kill niggas. Jump off the porch of the field, nigga. You was in the house, I'm a field nigga. No fuck boys around real niggas. Been a drug dealer since a little nigga, huh? To get a kilo, they'll kill a nigga. Fuck how you feel, nigga. To get some kilos, I'll kill a nigga too. Throw that rock like I'm Montana. Good head, raise my antennas. G49, not San Fran. Beat the box with my bandana. Then I dip set like I'm Santana. I'm in UK like that Montana. She bring me money, you press her. You got a jug of finesse her. I give a dick that'll change her life. You leave her change on the dresser. Shorty a wetty, a wetty. That pussy ready, get ready. Don't wanna get